With Cricket 26 somewhere on the horizon, it's that time again when we all start hoping and dreaming. Will they finally fix the AI? Will career mode get the revamp it needs? Will we get Hindi commentary? Well, as much as we all want these things, let's take a moment and talk about the features we are probably not going to see in Cricket 26, no matter how loud the community gets. Let's start with regional language commentary, specifically Hindi commentary, because this is one of the most requested features from Indian fans. But let's be real, it's not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. Big Ant is an Australian studio. Their core team, resources, and network are all built around English language cricket. Hiring an entire Hindi commentary team, writing thousands of lines, recording them, syncing it with the gameplay engine, that's a massive undertaking. And to be brutally honest, they haven't even nailed English commentary yet. Even that sounds robotic or out of sync half the time. If they couldn't get proper contextual lines in English, how are they going to manage the complexity of regional dialects? And not just Hindi. Imagine if Tamil, Marathi, Bengali, or Urdu fans also start asking for commentary in their own languages. It's a slippery slope, maybe in the distant future when there's a massive publisher backing them. But for Cricket 26, let's not kid ourselves. Now let's talk about something a little more technical. A new engine. Everyone wants it, and you would think after years of seeing the same wonky animations and recycled physics, we'd get something fresh. But no, just look at Big Ant's recent releases. The new rugby game or the AFL game, all using the same core engine we've seen since long before. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if they could refine it. But a complete overhaul, not happening. Building a new engine from scratch takes years, budget, and a bigger team than what Big Ant is working with. So if you're expecting smoother play animations, more realistic ball physics, better lighting, crowd reactions, temper those expectations. Cricket 26 is almost definitely going to be built on the same skeleton as Cricket 24 and Cricket 22. This one's a bit tricky. The IPL auction system. Now this would be fire if done right. Imagine a career mode or league where you're part of an auction, biddings are happening live, teams are strategizing. It would add so much depth to the experience. But here's the problem. The IPL license is still not in Big Ant's hands. The Indian domestic setup in Cricket 24 is still a mess. And BCCI, as we all know, doesn't like giving away licenses easily. They've never officially partnered with EA, Codemasters or Big Ant. Sure, Big Ant could do a fake auction system with made-up teams and players to avoid legal drama. And honestly, they should. But anything that resembles the real IPL experience? Highly unlikely. The branding, the teams, the hype, they're not getting that in Cricket 26. Remember the hype about revolutionary fielding before Cricket 24 launched? Well, to be fair, at launch, fielding did feel improved. There were cleaner throws, better dives, and it looked like we were finally heading in the right direction. But then, update after update, the fielding quality just nosedived. Ever since they introduced Pro Team mode, the focus clearly shifted. Bugs started creeping in, fielders stopped reacting, easy catches were dropped, players would teleport across the screen or just freeze with the ball lying next to them. At this point, the fielding is borderline comedic, and not in a good way. It honestly feels like Big Ant promised something huge, then patched it into the ground. So when people say Cricket 26 might finally fix fielding, I just shake my head. Based on their track record, don't get your hopes up. And finally, the big unbreakable wall, the Indian team license. You've seen fully licensed team from Australia, England, Big Bash League and the 100, but India, always a generic version with random names and inaccurate kits. Why? Because BCCI has never supported third-party cricket games. EA tried, Codemasters tried, Big Ant tried. No dice. The BCCI guards its rights like a fortress, and unless a game is made specifically under their banner, like those old ICC Cricket World Cup games, they're not budging. So unless a miracle happens, expect the same fake players and uniforms in Cricket 26 again. So yeah, these are some of the features we all want, but realistically speaking, they're not coming in Cricket 26. I'm not saying the game won't be fun, it very well could be, but it's important to manage expectations, especially when the series has been promising but inconsistent for years now. Let me know which feature you think has zero chance of making it into the game. And if you disagree with any of these takes, drop a comment. I love hearing different views. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, maybe even subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.